Quotations. Introduction. The AMS Quotation functionality is an optional add-in module to the main program. The purpose is to prepare a quotation in the same format as the work pack. This allows customers to clearly match the quotation with the final documentation. The quotation format is similar. Prices. Quoted selling prices will not be recalculated in the work pack, but costing will be allocated as normal. It is therefore easy to monitor the eventual quotation selling against actual work pack costing. No additional tasks, spares or services can be added to a work pack linked to a quotation once authorized. All three cost components are included in the quotation. Parts. Services. Labor. Services purchase orders will be automatically created when creating the work pack and will therefore include costs. Labor will not be detailed to individual staff level, but will only contain the selling and hours per quoted task. Quotation. Quotations are created similar to a work pack. The customer, aircraft and division must be linked to the quote. The quotation status can be maintained from the quotation page. The available options are cancelled, draft, locked or authorized, successful, unsuccessful. During the draft status, the individual selling prices may be adjusted according to the quote before authorization. Make sure that the quote values are correct before authorization. Once authorized, the quotation is fixed and prices can no longer be adjusted, as it is assumed that the quote has been delivered. All the selling prices are retained to be transferred to the final work pack. Work packs linked to quotations will accumulate the actual costs as labor, parts and services are added, but the selling price will remain fixed. The status must be locked or authorized before a work pack can be generated from the quotation page. This will change the status to successful. No further editing can be done once a work pack was created. Quote tasks. Quotation tasks will become work pack tasks. Similar to work packs, tasks can be created manually, imported from templates, or imported from AMP scheduled maintenance tasks. Tasks must be linked to the relevant aircraft components. While editing tasks, the labor hours and selling prices and other relevant information that will be transferred to the work pack task must be entered. It is also possible to create a no-charge task type. This is useful when task details must be recorded, even if not chargeable. A task can also have one service component linked. A supplier must be linked and service cost as well as service selling price added. When a quotation task, with a service, is converted to a work pack, all services purchase orders will be created automatically. Parts. Parts will be linked to the quotation, based on the current store selling price. These parts are allocated to the quotation tasks, but not issued. Parts can therefore be allocated regardless of the store stock. A quotation will not adjust the stock levels. When the quote is converted to a work pack, all parts in the quote will automatically be added to the parts requisition list for the stores to action. Adding a new quotation work pack. Hover over quote on the main menu and select quotation. Click on the blue New button. Insert the quote work pack name. Select the aircraft registration for which the quote work pack is being opened. Select the customer who will be paying for the work done. Select the division the work pack will be linked to if applicable. Click on the Insert button. A new quote has been created. Add task cards to a quotation work pack. On the Quotes page, click on the Spanner Quick Link button on the left-hand side of the screen. Once the Quick Link opens, the default quote task card will appear as the initial task card available on the quote. Click on the Edit button at the bottom of the screen. Insert the description of the task card. Select the aircraft component which the task card is applicable to. Tick the logbook tick box if the task carried out requires a logbook entry. Tick the schedule tick box if the task will be a scheduled task. Insert the task instruction. The action taken will be filled in by the AME once the quote has been accepted and imported to a maintenance work pack. Enter recommended labor time in minutes. This is the target for the AME. Enter the quoted labor time in hours. This is the labor charged on the quote. Enter the labor selling price. If services are applicable in the quote, select the service supplier. Enter the services cost and services selling. Select the manual from the manual drop-down list. Insert the reference if the task is to be carried out according to RSB or AD. Click on the Update button at the bottom of the screen to save the data. Should more task cards be required on the work pack, simply click on the New button at the bottom of the screen and fill in the description and task. Select the aircraft component, logbook, and scheduled. Then press Insert. Issue parts. Allocate parts from stock. Hover over quotes on the main menu and select Quote Parts. To the left of the part number field, press the icon to select a store part. Insert part number, description or group filter as required. More filter selections narrow the search. Make sure the stock filter tick is selected. Select the part number from the filtered drop-down list. Select the green Select Part button to add the part to the quote. Insert the quantity of the part to be allocated to the quote. Link the part number to a quote task. Click on the Issue This button. Note, when the quote is converted to a work pack, all parts in the quote will automatically be added to the parts requisition list for the stores to action. Quote. Quotation templates. Import a quotation. Hover over quote on the main menu and select Quote Import. Template task stored in AMS may be imported into a quote. Due scheduled tasks may be imported from Avdex AMP into a quote. To import a quote, hover over quote on the main menu. Select Quotation. Select the quote. Select Edit. The quote is then forwarded to the client for approval or acceptance. When the quote is approved, press the Quotation Status drop-down list and select Locked Authorized. Press Update. The quote is then flagged as successful and imported into AMS as a work pack. Print or forward the task cards to AMEs for action. Generate stores requisition and forward to stores for parts. Send services purchase orders to suppliers. Complete the work pack.